Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the new moon that's occurring on December 12th, 2023. Before we get into the forecast, I just want to mention that this is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading for your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you. This is also a great time to get your year ahead forecast and your diamond forecast for 2024. If you haven't done that yet, you can head on over to my website, book some time with me. I'd love to take a look. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Life Path 33-6. So you all are going to be working with the energy of the 1 at this new moon, as well as possum energy. I love this. Okay, so the new moon, of course, usually signifies some kind of new start, new initiation, being assertive, setting new intentions, planning what you're going to do next, right? But it's something new. It's a new way of seeing things. It's a fresh start. And I love this being coupled with the 1 energy, because the 1 energy is exactly that. It's about being assertive, being a leader, taking initiative, putting in the effort, being unique, going after what it is that you want that has to do with your own uniqueness, right? There's also this sense of gaining greater understanding of your own self, right? Your own identity and how your place in the world and how you want to present yourself in the world and all of these things. Now, it's a shorter cycle. It's only a couple of weeks. So, it's not going to cover all the areas of the 1 in that short time frame. However, with the 1 energy coming through, with possum energy coming through, and it being a new moon, there's definitely something here about strategy, right? Not being too impulsive. There can definitely be this impulsivity when it comes to 1 energy, where it's like something comes in and we're like, oh, I've got to jump on it or I'm going to miss the opportunity. And there's really this call at this time to not be too impulsive, to really allow the inspiration, the idea to come in, and then formulate a plan, formulate a strategy. How are you going to move towards whatever this is? Because then you have, then you're in it for the long haul. Whereas when we are more impulsive or when things are more combustible, it's like this big fire and then it dies out, and then we lose energy in it. And so there's something that could potentially be coming in for you now, 33s, that needs you to have a strategy, that needs you to be in it for the long haul, that also is asking it to be uniquely yours, whatever this is, your vision, your idea, as you move towards whatever this is. There's also this call for digging deeper into sort of the details and understanding sort of what's needed to accomplish whatever this is. And not just assuming. So definitely doing your due diligence to figure out what is it that is needed. What are my limitations? And it's okay to have limitations. We all have them. The key is to acknowledge them and then find the people or the resources that can sort of make up for those limitations so that we can still achieve what we're trying to achieve. So it could be that you're needing to kind of look at this new moon, like, where is it that, I can ask for help, that I really do have some limitations. And, if I can call someone in to assist, then we can get this done, whatever this is. There's also, with possum energy, this energy of curiosity. So, if there's some things that you've wanted to do, be curious about that, explore, dive into it, see where it takes you. This is such a beautiful energy for bringing the focus back to self with the 1 energy, with the new moon, and with possum energy. Bringing it back to self to check in with yourself and making sure that the direction that you're moving in is self-serving so that you can serve others, right? The other thing I would say that's interesting with possum energy coming through with this is, with possums, they're so misunderstood. They're so misunderstood. They're such a gentle, beautiful being. And they're just sometimes seen as very vicious or, a nuisance or whatever. But they're such a beautiful, beautiful being. And so there's something here about being misunderstood or having a fear of being misunderstood when it comes to asserting yourself, going after, what you need, standing up for yourself, speaking your voice. Being a leader in something. There's something here with this big energy of the new moon, the 1 energy, and possum that's saying you are a leader at something. And what is that? And, it could be, you're an authority, you're an expert at something. What is that? And what is it that you want to share? How is it that you want to share it? And what's holding you back from doing that? And is it because you're afraid of being misunderstood? Or is it because you're afraid of being seen in a certain light that is not accurate? And how are you going to move through that? How are you going to overcome that? Because we certainly can't influence or change somebody else's perspective to where they understand us, right? People are going to see things through their own filter, whether we like it or not. And so really it comes back to, how can we put our message out there in the way that has integrity and is coming from our own uniqueness, and has, the right intentions and has integrity, without being too concerned about how other people receive it, right? How they interpret it or internalize it or digest it. So if there's something like that that's holding you back, I think you're going to feel the push around this time to really honor whatever that deeper message is that wants to come out of you, and to overcome any of those fears of being misunderstood. Because with possum energy, there's definitely this just being underestimated or being misunderstood, and, moving against the odds to, not let that stop or hinder you from getting your greater message out into the world, whatever that looks like. That could be like you're an artist and, but you're afraid to paint and put your art out into the world because you're afraid it's going to be judged or whatever. And this can be a great time for like overcoming those fears and just recognizing your space in the world, and that, you have a rightful space in the world and your ingredients are needed at the table, right? So I do love this for you all. But I would say really be curious. If something presents at this time for you to step into some kind of leadership or authority type of role, or to share your expertise, jump on it. Say yes. Just say yes and see where it takes you. Take the risk. One energy is always asking us to take some kind of a risk that makes us feel uncomfortable, but that will show us what we're capable of, right? And it can show us where our limitations lie. And sometimes we're afraid of seeing that, and we don't need to be afraid of seeing that. When we know where our limitations are, then we can ask for assistance. We can ask for the resources. We can get that help. And then we can do great things. So beautiful energy for you all 33s. I hope it's a beautiful new moon. I think it will be. Take care. Bye for now.